Hey Life After Neverland, welcome back to another episode where we are going to break down and talk about everyone's favorite show,
The Masked Singer!
Yeah! Let's kick it off with the Rhino.
Yes, the Rhino. So country vibes all across the board.
Some people came right out of the gate with like some John Travolta guesses. I think we can all agree it's not John Travolta, just because he's wearing a pilot outfit and...
Oh, that was it?
Yeah,
that was the
guess.
I wasn't getting that. Watch John Travolta.
There's a popular guest right now of Bret Mckenzie, who is in a comedy group called The Flight of the Concorde. Tim Tebow was a guest from the judge panel. I don't think it's Tim Tebow.
Ooh, I would love for it to be Tim.
I would love for it to be Tim Tebow too. Apparently he does have a good voice.
Well, I would go with The Faith.
Yeah, The Faith. Oh, hey. Oh, hey.
That wasn't really that brilliant, but I'll take it.
That was pretty smart. Okay, so we're going to put Tim Tebow back up on the board. So there's a possibility.
Ding for Corinne.
The most popular guest across internets, and probably I think this is pretty good, is Tim Mcgraw.
Right. And I even said it as a joke. And then when they actually pegged him as a guest, I was like, okay, again, back on the board.
Faith, 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 the old Opry, country singer.
But the only country artist that I even followed ever in the 90s was Tim Mcgraw, so I don't have any good guesses, you guys.
I stopped listening to country in the 90s. Like, I think 90s country is like where it's at. Lionel Richie was that was a guess from the internet where they're like, okay, you know what? They're always trying to trick us. Like, it sounds like a country singer, the Grand Ole Opry. What if it's someone who's trying to like pull the wool over our eyes? Lionel Richie has an amazing voice. He can hit the range that the Rhino was hitting. So that was a guess thrown out there. Like, I think we have a better chance of being Tim Tebow than Lionel Richie, but I'm just delivering the news. He said he was famous very young, and he got addicted to the fame. He had to back away from the fame, is what it kind of sounded like.
If I knew more about Tim Tebow, I'd want to say Tim Tebow, but I guess for now I'll say Tim Tebow, because I don't know, yo.
All right, moving on to T-Rex.
I was saying that wasn't going to work.
So T-Rex, the clues. So the costume it's a red little dinosaur, and it's got like Renaissance clothing on, kind of Shakespearean, if you will. I know exactly who this is.
Who is it?
No, I'm kidding, I don't know who this is.
Dang it. You got me get my hopes up. I was like, who is it?
In the clue package, there was a baby doll. It showed northwest at one point, like it showed a compass, and then northwest like illuminated. And the letter U was highlighted at the end. She was surrounded by a bunch of other people. They were all like becoming famous together, but a cataclysmic event halted their fame progress, kind of like an asteroid coming down and killing all the dinosaurs, and she had to reinvent herself or move in another direction. The Kardashians is a really popular guess, and they're guessing all three Kardashians. Some people are saying Kim, some are saying, what are their names?
I don't even care.
I think the T-Rex is way too fun to be a Kardashian.
Yes, me too. No, somebody said that, I feel like it was Jenny, the way that the Kardashians talk, especially Kourtney is so blasé-faire when she talks. She's very like lazy. This girl is not lazy. And I don't see Kim doing that.
No.
And I don't, even though I actually do like Khloe to a small extent, out of all of them, if I had to pick one, I would pick Khloe. I don't even see Khloe doing that.
Another one was Maddie Ziegler from Dance Moms, where I think they're moving in the right direction, thinking that it could be Maddie, but I don't think it's Maddie. I think it's a whole different Dance Moms dancer.
Mia?
Nope. I think it's JoJo.
Oh, JoJo.
JoJo has so much energy that she can be like overwhelming, and that's what the T-Rex was the entire time. Jumping around, doing ninja kicks, and being stupid.
Super fun, JoJo, yeah.
That is so JoJo. There's a U. It could stand for YouTube, because JoJo is huge on YouTube and her YouTube channel. All right, moving on to the Night Angel.
Yeah, we guessed. Well, I guessed that it was Candy Burris immediately. And last season, I really wanted it to be Candy Burris, and it wasn't. So this season, the Night Angel better be Candy Burris.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, we had to change locations because we had a family decide to set up shop like 2 feet from us while we were talking.
I'm just going to harp for 1 second. I'm very mindful about other people and their needs and or stresses or whatever when I'm out in the world. And I would say it's about 80, almost 90% everyone else is not mindful, and that is annoying.
We had our camera set up, we're talking, and they literally just sat right next to us.
Hold on. This was the guy, one of the guys, okay?
And then there's a lady there who was just talking at the top of her lungs right next to the microphone.
Okay, and then literally I would say 5 feet in front of us, the beach is wide open. No one's on the beach today.
100 feet this way, 100 feet that way, all open.
They parked their stinking butts 5 feet in front of us with their little girl and won't stop talking.
All right.
So moving on.
So let's jump back into this. Let's talk about the Night Angel. We were talking about the Night Angel when they showed up, so we're gonna hit this again. So the clue package, she keeps talking about how she wants to show the good side of her and the bad side of her, and the Night Angel represents that personality. She feels deeply blessed, and she's been blessed her whole life. She opened the door at a hotel, and there was a bunch of people with duck faces on. So something about duck faces. There was a number 4 on the door, so something with 4. And the last clue was when they opened another door, there was a bunch of grannies there, like gangster grannies or something. And the judges were thinking the grannies were a spin-off of Grammys, like 4 grannies, 4 Grammys. Corinne has a whole different idea.
Well, if it's Candy Buress, who I think it is only on The Voice, now you know how I am, the clues never resonate with me for the most part unless I actually know who that particular artist is. But I don't know a whole lot of information about Candy, but one thing that I do know is her voice, and I know one more thing, and that is that she has an East Point old lady gang restaurant with her husband. So could that be it?
Okay, so with all that being said, you know our guess is Candy Buress. Not only does that clue match, but it sounded like her, and she said it within 15 seconds. She was like, Candy Buress, right away.
I hope I'm right. Now, did the judges guess Candy?
No.
Oh, I'm surprised.
So the guesses were, these are the judges and some online. Taylor Dane, no clue who that is.
80s artist. That's all good. I don't think it's Taylor Dane.
Monica, now what might work with Monica is Monica has 4 Grammy nominations in her life. So 4 Grammys, 4 Grannies. It could have been Monica maybe.
Okay.
Lil' Kim. Don't think it's Lil' Kim. And then Candy Buress. So those are the popular guesses for Night Angel.
Candy Buress!
Yeah, yeah!
That's who it is. I'm telling you.
It's about time, because I feel like we guess Candy like every season.
I've been wanting Candy to get on this show. She'd be amazing, and I hope it's her. I think it's her.
All right, so now let's get into the Swan. Stop looking at me, Swan. She probably doesn't know what movie that's from.
I don't have a clue.
I think it's Billy Madison. The shampoo is better. The conditioner is better. The shampoo is better. You don't... No?
Unless Drew Barrymore is in an Adam Sandler movie, I don't watch it.
Fine. All right, so the clue package, she says she wants to fly. She wants to be a swan because swans fly no matter how much weight they're carrying. And she's carrying a lot of weight and she wants to fly. Not weight as in like mass, but weight as in like stress.
Okay.
And I saw a rock climbing wall and there was a red heart and then like smoke came to the screen in the shape of a heart. So that was 2 heart references. One of the guys had vampire fangs. She said rerun and no fun. And there was a ghost. So that was a clue package.
I'm literally discombobulated over the Swan. I really don't know who this is.
I have a guess, and I have a guess differently than what I've seen anywhere else.
Okay, let's hear it.
Here's the popular guesses. Some people think it's Jessica Simpson.
Really?
I don't see it. Cyndi Lauper. Still don't see that one either. Now, people are guessing Sarah Michelle Gellar, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
The thing is she was very giggly, like almost like a youthful soul.
Yeah.
So that doesn't seem right to me, any of those.
And then the other guess was Jennifer Love Hewitt. Obviously, people are really trying to hone in on the ghosts and the vampires. I think they're all wrong. People are guessing the Twilight chick. I think it's Bella Thorne. So my guess is different than all the other guesses I saw online. I think it's Bella Thorne. Bella Thorne, she was in the Amityville horror movie, which could explain the ghost. And also, she was in Scream, the TV show that's on MTV, which also could be the ghost. So the vampire teeth. The vampire teeth, the first thing you think of is Twilight, right?
Yeah.
And the lead character in Twilight's name is what?
I don't know. I don't like Twilight.
Bella. Bella Thorne. So it's like it was like a tricky way of hinting what her name was.
Okay.
Also, the Swan was doing like ballet and stuff in the beginning, and I guess when I did some research, Bella Thorne was really into ballet as a child. Like she was hardcore ballet. And the other thing was she used to work for Disney and she wanted to break out of her image and create a new image. Everyone who's ever worked for Disney as a child actress has always said that. So.
Yeah, But I think she kind of has a real edgy look in real life, no?
She does now, yeah.
And when she's in the movies, they make her all look like, girl next door-ish. I think it's Bella.
What?
She was also, you mentioned Hearts. I think she was in a show called Big Love.
She was in a show called Big Love. That explains the two hearts.
You're so awesome. So last but not least, I did my research on the Astronaut. And the reason why I wanted to do my research on the Astronaut is because I was going to get on board Jenny's train and say that the Astronaut is Lance Bass.
What?
The only problem is
Lance Bass.
I don't think it sounds like Lance Bass, so I'm just going to give you a little bit of Lance's information unless they're trying to throw us off, and then I'll tell you who everyone else thinks it is. I was in love with Lance Bass forever and ever and ever, and everyone was trying to tell me Lance was gay before he
Lance
ever
likes
came out.
boys. She's like, no, he doesn't. He looked at me at the concert.
I was in a VIP. I was lucky enough to get VIP seats, right? Okay, so I was super excited. It was NSYNC's last performance in Orlando, and I was sitting next to Lance's friends, and all three of them were gay. And one of them in particular was, I just had a gut feeling.
There was a connection. There was a strong connection.
But you know what? I could live in my own little dream world. I feel like I was blessed enough to sit there and pretend that he, number one, was not gay, and number two, was looking at me.
So,
okay, I digress.
Why do you think this could be Lance Bass?
Okay, Lance wanted to travel to space. He didn't get to, but that would be the first no-brainer for me. The next one is NSYNC has a song called Space Cowboys. Also, NSYNC has won several MTV Music Awards, which is a shape of a moon man, which pretty much almost looks exactly like that costume, in my opinion.
Yeah.
On his costume, there's a treble clef. I don't know what that has to do with Lance, but I do know that
Treble clef.
he might have been in choir.
Wait, I got this one.
Okay.
Treble, is that the C or the S?
I think it's the S.
Oh, never mind. I'll say,
Well, I could be wrong.
if it's the C, that's the bass. The bass singer sings that, and Lance is the bass singer.
Wait, can you double check that?
According to Wikipedia, a clef is a musical symbol used to indicate the pitch of written notes.
Scratch that.
That would have been a really good guess. I had to double check that. But last and not least, of course, and this was interesting because I looked this up too because I want it to be Lance. TriStar Pictures announced that they will be part of an NSYNC movie created by Lance Bass, and Lance described it as being like Pitch Perfect.
Oh!
So if it's not Lance Bass, how sad, because all the clues point to my Lance, but no. And Lance is always popping up in a bunch of random stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't pop up on The Masked Singer. Okay.
Lance Bass.
So we're going to take that off the table, wipe it off, and everyone else is saying that it is Hunter Hayes.
Oh, I think it sounded like Hunter Hayes.
Because we played the Astronaut, and then we played Hunter Hayes, and it sounded a lot like him. They're also saying that, did you know this? They're saying that the Astronaut is Jesse McCartney, which we think Jesse McCartney is the turtle.
That happens a lot where there's like multiple guesses on different characters.
So then they're saying if Jesse McCartney is not the turtle and he is the astronaut, then Joey McIntyre from the New Kids on the Block is the turtle. And I'm not hearing Joey Mac from the turtle, guys. I'm just not. So I'm going to get on the Hunter Hayes train since the voice doesn't sound like Lance.
Woo woo!
I'm still going to, just like Candy Burr is, I'm going to hope it's Candy. I'm still going to hope it's Lance.
This is like when we were really hoping it was Dennis Rodman, and it ended up being Seal. We're like, it's not Seal, it's Dennis Rodman.
Here we go again. Lance is the new Dennis Rodman. But anyway, so Hunter Hayes, he's a country singer. He had an album called Wild Blue. So that title track, they say, makes references to outer space.
And he says code blue in the clue package.
There you go. And I think that album, I don't know if it's part 2. There's a part 1 and then there's a part 2. Treble clef is just like an indication that he's a singer, songwriter, and an instrumentalist. And that's all I got for you people. Okay? But check out Hunter Hayes' voice on YouTube. See if you can compare it to the Astronauts.
And that leaves the most epic performer ever on The Masked Singer,
so
and
far.
It threw everyone off. And now that we know who it was, if you go back and watch the clue package, it totally makes sense. Sarah Palin, governor of Alaska, comes onto a fun TV show and sings "Baby Got Back."
I loved it. Again, she couldn't sing either like the White Tiger, but wasn't her performance so awesome?
You go back and watch it again, knowing that it's Sarah Palin. It's gold. I laughed the whole time. She was perfect for this show. I'm so glad she did it. And we were who were we guessing the bear was?
I thought it was Tina Fey. Even when she took her
Tina Fey.
Even when she took her head off, I still thought it was Tina Fey, which made me think Tina Fey must be an amazing actress because this is actually Sarah Palin, and I still think it's Tina Fey. So you guys, before we head out, I like to always ask everyone, what costume was your favorite of the night? All right, my favorite costume of the night, my absolute favorite, believe it or not, was the Rhino. I thought the Rhino was really cool looking and really unique. They have so many different costumes, and then they have some that just kind of go, you know? Which one did you like?
I also thought the Rhino was the best costume of the night. Who is your favorite performer of the night? Let's say it on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Astronaut.
Rhino.
Oh! Rhino, Astronaut.
Yeah, I mean the Astronaut was my second, and then Candy Burris. Candy Burris is so amazing. Hey, I know. We haven't confirmed that it's Candy, but I have in my head.
The bear was my second favorite.
Which was your least favorite costume? Did you have a least favorite of the night?
My least favorite? I mean, none of them were bad. I guess my least favorite would probably be I thought the Dark Angel, or the Night Angel, was a little weird.
Yeah, the face is creepy. The face reminded me of Chucky. I mean, it wasn't like murderous or anything.
Do you want to play?
What'd you guys think? All right, you guys, signing out. Comment below.
Subscribe, bell, comment. Tell us your guesses.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Peace out, people.